Hi, I'm Sarah Vickers for the Institute of Innovation and Economic Development, an institute of the College of Business at Cal State Monterey Bay. Today, we're speaking with Emily Lippe, the founder of Mrs. Lippe's Dumpling Parties, which is this year's Startup Challenge 2022 Main Street Division winner. Tell me about Mrs. Lippe's. How did you come up with the idea?
So I have always loved making and eating dumplings, and just over the years started bringing friends together to do it, and would just have different friends from different aspects of my life come over, and I'd show them how to make dumplings. And I realized how fun it was to get to connect people who didn't necessarily know each other over food. And I explored the possibility of doing a food truck, and then realized that serving hot food wasn't what I loved. It was the parties. And so it's just over the years has evolved. And when I moved here, I felt like it was a great place to really dive into it.
So what can people expect at one of your dumpling parties?
So I come with everything pretty much prepared. So I bring snacks because everyone always gets a little bit hungry at the beginning. So I have pickled snacks ready for everyone. And then I bring 2 or 3 types of fillings for everyone to fold. And so at the party, you're going to sit with hopefully people you don't necessarily know, or if it's a private party, it's probably going to be everyone you do know. And I'll show you how to fold the dumplings. And then once you're done folding, I'll cook them for you while you get to just kind of hang out and spend time with friends or new friends.
And you just participated in Startup Challenge. How was that?
It was cool. It was a different experience for sure. I had never done a pitch like that before, but it was a really good experience in terms of just coming up with a more concise way to look at my business and present my business. And I just met a lot of really cool other small business owners. But yeah, even if I hadn't won, I felt like I just got to meet so many awesome people. I was really happy about it.
And how do you think it really supported your business development? How did IID kind of take you through the steps?
They were so helpful in terms of they had webinars on a regular basis to sort of talk about how to develop your pitch and what were the main criteria that you wanted to look at. So the whole time I was building out my pitch deck, I was constantly referencing the videos that they had saved for us and the sample pitch decks that they had given us. And that was what kind of gave me the guidance to actually nail it down, because I spent a lot of time just not having a strong narrative, and they really guided us to build that narrative.
So what are some challenges you've had to overcome in developing your business?
Well, COVID was a big challenge as it is for everyone, right? But when my business is about people sitting together and being next to each other, and we weren't allowed to do that for a long period of time. So I had to sort of shift gears and actually figure out how to support people doing the parties virtually. So I developed kind of a dumpling kit that I would ship to people so that they could just have that at their house, and then we'd log into Zoom and we'd build them together. So that was a big thing. And then so now the adjustment is getting people to gather and finding partnerships and the people who want to start doing more in-person events. And so that's kind of my new challenge now, is getting that piece going again.
What's your hope for your business in the future? How would you like to grow?
So I would love to be able to have ultimately a space that is mine, that I can allow people to book out, or, have private parties or have public events where you can just purchase 1 or 2 tickets and come to that space and have it be a place that just is a fun gathering point for the community. And also be able to bring in other businesses to partner with, because I do a lot. I like to always have a beer vendor or wine vendor, because a little bit of booze definitely helps people loosen up and have some fun. So figuring out ways to sort of showcase their businesses alongside mine, and then also sell frozen dumplings so that the people who enjoy the products at the party can continue to buy them from me, even if they don't come to the party every time.
Is there anything else you'd like people to know about your business?
Oh, that's a great question. I wish I had a good answer for it. I mean, just understanding what a dumpling I think is important. Every culture has some kind of a dumpling that they identify with. And I'm a big believer that really anything can be a dumpling. So I love to turn foods that I love into dumplings. And I'm going to have some friends over and we're going to make pastrami dumplings, and we're going to do breakfast dumplings, and working on a pulled pork, not pork, but jackfruit. So instead of pork doing that, you know what I mean? That pulled jackfruit pork with the barbecue sauce, that whole deal. So that's the big thing for is just like the creativity of it, and like it resonates with everybody in some way, and that's what I think is really special and cool about it.
Thank you so much for your time and good luck in the future. I would love to eventually have one of these.
Yeah, definitely.